Hello guys, what is up? I am Liap421 and welcome back to another session of my playthrough of Tetris Effect Connected for the PC. Last time, I'm joined by my good friend Yobi9 as we discuss the outcome of these Classic Tetris Singapore qualifiers of 2021 as I blaze through beginner mode. In this episode, the last of the journey modes is to come, and that is the normal. Weird that I end off journey mode with the normal version, but that's why it went apparently. And I'm back with Yobi9 to discuss this year's Classic Tetris World Championships and the possibilities that could happen with the new technique of rolling and of course the elusive 1.6. You guys are hyped nonetheless. For more Tetris Effect Connected on the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, follow Yobi on Twitch, and ring that bell to get notified anytime I load on the channel. Then if you missed the beginner mode and the discussions of the CTWC, the video card should be up on the top right now. Anyways, Yobi9 is back.
Everyone,
and we'll be discussing, as I said before, the Classic Tetris World Championships 2021 is around the corner, or at least the main bracket. Qualifying is currently at the going on right at the moment. Today, we'll be mostly discussing on what could happen as we do this one final time. This will be our last journey through journey mode. You ready?
let's go.
Let's go indeed. So, as you'll see, compared to the beginner mode, you see that will start a little bit higher levels than later on. So that's really most of the difference here. And you might notice I'm clearing 36 lines instead of 30 as well.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, more lines, higher levels. Pretty much the only difference you'll see between the different levels. But this one might actually be a bit longer than usual. But yeah, go ahead.
You're blazing through, so it should be easy.
Yep. But anyways, CTWC 2021 is definitely around the corner. I'm excited. I think everyone's excited, especially with the new stuff that has been happening over the recent months. What are your thoughts on what has to come, honestly, Yobi?
I mean, I think the rolling is going to take the competition by storm. So I don't know exactly how many rollers there are, but all of them are going to be in the top whatever. It looks like, so last year the gold bracket was full of max out, while the silver bracket I think was some didn't have max outs. I think this year we're gonna see max out all over the place, all the way to the silver bracket. If you don't get a max out, you're just not in it anymore.
You think so?
Oh yeah, the level is just too high.
Ooh, that is for me, okay, I would say that's a bold guess. I'm going to say up till maybe silver bracket. Bronze bracket, I would say it's a stretch. IMO, but that's just my opinion.
Oh, wait, there's a bronze bracket this year? There wasn't last year, right?
There is a bronze bracket.
Last year.
There's a bronze bracket. Also, I'm so sad that they didn't count as a perfect clear, as you saw.
Oh, damn.
But yeah,
wait a minute. And I need to look at the setup of the competition, and I thought again this year there would be 2 brackets only.
There is a bronze
Where
bracket for seats 97 to 128.
Oh, okay. I'm still not gonna make that, but that's cool. Good to know.
Who knows? You might surprise yourself.
Yeah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. The level was already so high last year, and it keeps growing higher. I think there is more than 200 entrants this year for the competition.
Sounds about right, yeah.
There's just no way I'll be higher. But it's okay, you know, from my perspective, I don't participate in CTWC to win, because I know I just don't have the skills. But I look at it as the yearly checkpoint. It's, you know, I need to make sure that I do at least better than last year, and hopefully I will see some steady progression towards.
That's a nice way of like viewing your experience, honestly.
Yeah.
I think all that.
Yeah, plus I think CTWC is really quite good. So the entry fee I would be paying just to check myself, I see this as a little bit of a donation to CTWC, whatever I can to contribute and make it go. So yeah. I think, you know, all in all, I mean, I get more out of it than I pay for it, so I think it's fine. It's totally fine.
I mean, again, the idea of it being a self-check per year is actually kind of a nice way to view it, and I actually try that maybe next time.
The last year already, so I've been having this philosophy for some time already. And last year, I think I had my PB at, I don't know, 560 something. So I was like, okay, you know, maybe I'll get a 500 or at least a 400. And it was horrible. I got a 363. It was the first time, since I don't do any competition at CTM, CTL, or anything like that, it was the first time that I knew there was so many people watching the channel. And I thought I wouldn't be affected, but I couldn't help myself. I was like, I played like shit way more than normal. I couldn't handle the stress. So hopefully this year will be better.
Yeah, I mean, all the best for that, honestly. I will be able to participate, but honestly, just seeing people strut their stuff and show what they're made of, it's just incredible to look at. Like, I was cheering on Nanu like that day when he qualified a lot, just to see him go up the rankings, and honestly, it was just incredible to see his gameplay.
I did not catch his qualifier, but I think I'm going to watch it again.
Oh no,
Because,
have a
like,
look. It's
I mean-
incredible.
Okay, I mean, I just saying it is amazing. Like, how can you get 8 max outs in 2 hours? That's mind blown.
I think we might have to list of like qualifying a record, world records or something like that, because at this point, we're seeing history in the making with all of these incredible players.
I don't know if we are still expecting someone to blow it even more for their qualifier. I think last year, Joseph had more than this, right? He had 9 max outs in 2 hours.
Well, max
So
outs.
technically, they didn't even beat him.
Well,
How many? Oh my god, this is crazy.
yeah, as I said before,
Yeah, so
with what happened last year, I'm excited to see what this year's batch of competitors can bring to the table.
for sure and I wonder whether Joseph himself will beat his record from last year.
Do you think?
I can't even comprehend getting so many max outs in one session.
I mean,
It's like, how does he do
CTWC worded it as like close to perfection, basically. And honestly, that might be the best word to describe his performance on that day. Like, you couldn't compete against that.
Yeah, pretty much. And yet he didn't win. So we know that the qualifier system, because people can roll way past the kill screen now, the qualifier system of counting the number of max out is not the full picture on what you can expect from players.
Nah, not at all.
You know.
We've seen RNG play competitors in the past. Like, I think we can all agree that 2019 CTWC was probably the best example of it.
I'm trying to remember what happened. This is the year. This is the second win from Joseph, right? When he got his second title.
Yeah, but if you remember, Alice Kerr, a two-time finalist, got knocked down around 0 against Reed. And then, all of a sudden, every single finalist got taken down in round 1. Quaid lost to Yanni. Savar lost to eventual semifinalist Batboy. I can just keep remembering. Jeff got taken down by... Oh boy, was it Philip? If I'm not mistaken? In round 1 as well.
I cannot remember. But yeah, I mean, all of the old guards took a big hit.
Yeah. Harry Hall lost to Matt, what's that? Matt, oh,
Yeah,
what was his surname?
Correct. I forgot. He's Rookout Rogue.
Yeah, Rookout Rogue.
Yes.
And then, of course, who can forget? Jonas Neubauer, rest in peace, my band. Taken down by Mega Retro Man.
Yeah, I remember the ones because I was at a friend's house and it's a friend I hadn't seen for a long time. I was like, look, I know I'm meeting you again, but this is CTWC and I'm into this, so we have to check a bit. Then I was telling him, he's like, oh, the match tonight is Jonas, and Jonas, like, basically there's no way he's gonna lose, but still his playstyle is so beautiful that we should watch his match. And I could not believe that he
source
lost.
of the jinx. No, I'm joking.
Oh no, it's not me. It's not me.
Toying around, don't worry. I mean, it's just, I think all of us were just shocked at that moment because we would have never expected
Yes.
Jonas Neubauer of all people to falter in round 1.
Yeah, his games were not even long at all. He just topped out like, I mean, not exactly early, but for him, very early. Yeah, so yeah, that was a big disappointment. I don't think he was at the top of his game at all that day.
Maybe, but it almost felt as though for me that Mega Retroman just really put in the pressure. Like, you look at his game one, he already built up, I think, like a 80,000 point lead. And you see how Jonas was trying to, like, come back basically to beat him in game one. He was basically just doing line after line, and I felt like he was put under pressure. Like, if he tried to break a Tetris, he would top out, and it would be kind of a disappointment / embarrassment. So he just had to play safe. And eventually, sometimes playing safe too much could cause a few unfortunate moments, as we saw.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sad. But anyway, let's move on. I think so. Was it in 2019 that there was the fantastic game of Green Tea versus Joseph?
Oh yeah.
The first double kill screen, double max out on in CTWC.
Game one, double kill screen. Game two, max out for the very first time in CTWC history, and then double max out. Like, that was incredible to watch. Two youngsters really paving the way for the new generation. I mean, this was basically like a, I don't really want to use a bowling term very much, but it was really just Norm Duke versus a lot of youngsters, basically. It felt like. I remember, like, this year they did the Strike Derby for the PBA, and it was like Norm Duke against all these youngsters. And it just reminded me of that when I see Corion at 42 facing all against these young people. It was just kind of insane.
Yes. Yes.
And remember,
I mean, Corion is a beast, right? But
yeah,
his age, he cannot overcome his age.
And for those who remember, Joseph at the time was 17. Dan QZ, I think, was, oh boy, I think 19. And then Bad Boy was 15. And then also you hit Corion, 41. Like, that's gonna turn some heads.
Go Corion.
That really is gonna turn us some heads. And the fact that he was the last person from the old guard to make left in the competition was kind of a nice breath of fresh air, honestly. Because for me, I think everyone really appreciates Corion as being the pioneer of the hyper tap, and what really inspired Joseph Saley to compete.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's such a friendly chap too. He's lost so many times, but he doesn't let it get to him. He's still always cheerful. You know, he's always a joy to watch.
He is. I remembered, like, sometimes when I mean, I still look back at his like footage, right? Sometimes I see him in his like silly stuff, especially when he became Hauser.
Yes.
It was just hilarious to see. Like, he really embraces the community just as much as I would say Jonas Neubauer.
Yeah, absolutely.
My question is, will he be able to turn up the heat this year? Because eventually he did lose to the eventual champion, Dog playing Tetris. But I feel like he has so much to prove, even in his old age. I would say he's the one with the biggest chip on his back.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be hard. I haven't checked. I mean, because I don't know. I don't watch CTM or the other competitions, so I haven't really seen how he's scoring recently. But I think the level has gone up everywhere, and I'm not seeing his name popping up as the high scores, him setting new records anymore. It's other people now.
I mean, he's still putting in the effort, I would say. I remember at times he would practice like still 3 hours a day just to like get better, and it really is just heartwarming to see him compete, let alone practice.
Yeah. Okay, when is his competition? His qualifying. Corion, he's playing on Saturday.
Ooh.
He's playing Saturday at 1 p.m. UTC, which would be 9 p.m. our time.
Ah, I might have a look at that, honestly, when it comes.
And I do not see any.
If I had put the TPs, that would have been 20 lines.
Oops.
Rip. But yeah, this year is going to be incredible. I mean, we now know about the new rolling system, how to do this, mastered it. We've seen other people like Cheese do it. It's going to be interesting to see how they will be able to turn up the heat when it comes to NES Tetris.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you actually tried rolling?
So there was a... No. I don't need to be at that level of competition. I actually I don't care. I want to max out, and the thing is, if I look at the people I would admire, like in Jonas or Harry, I know it's achievable, or Green Tea, it's totally achievable in pure DAS, and so I don't feel the need to try to get these other styles. Like, I don't care. Just let me play DAS and let me be good at it.
That's a nice way of viewing it, honestly. I mean, I'm the competitive guy all the time, so it's hard for me to try to implement the happy-go-lucky kind of like thing. But see you like this, kind of, it's nice to see.
I mean, I think I'm also being pushed by circumstances a little bit. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I'm a little old, so there is a little bit of a new trick, old monkey kind of problem. You know,
you meant to say old monkey, new tricks. You said it the other way around.
I cannot learn new. What is that? What I said? Oh,
yeah, you said new monkey, old tricks.
Okay, I definitely meant the other way around. Old monkey, new tricks. That's my problem, and I cannot learn these new tricks anymore. Okay, since I'm still looking at the qualifying time, schedule here, I can see that Dimsy is qualifying Saturday as well at 12:30 a.m. UTC, which is going to be 8:30 a.m. for us on Saturday.
Ooh, I might be able to barely catch that in the morning. I'll have to see when I wake up, but that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm going to try to catch him. Yeah. And I don't see any. I forgot if I said that just now. So it looks like he did not qualify. I don't see Mega Retroman either. I think, yeah, he was another guy of... he's like, he had something to prove, he proved it, and he's done. Possibly he moved on to something else.
To be fair, he also quite a few world records, so maybe he stepped away from Tetris?
Yeah, possible.
I remember, like, with all the new guard, I feel as though it can be slightly discouraging for, like, old players to, like, try and, like, even attend, because it's like, you see those new players, like, all of a sudden just making world records and all that stuff. It's like, man, maybe my time is done.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's kind of hard, it's kind of sad to see it, but all the more I'm just thinking like, yeah, maybe it's kind of the truth, unfortunately.
I mean, it's really a fact of life. With any competitive endeavor, you have a shelf life, and all these guys are just too old. They're past it. You guys are too young, too good.
Who would have thought that the demographic for the Classic Tetris World Championship community would all of a sudden drop in spades over the last few years? Like, as a context, remember that when it came to like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. Remember when it came to like when you look at like 2012 for example, or 2014, 2016, I would say maybe. You see all the people there who are like a lot older. I don't think anyone would expect that someone like so young to all of a sudden just come into like, hey, I can play Tetris, let me wreck the competition.
And especially so because, I mean, the game is old, right? I mean, basically, the majority of players now that registered, they were not even born when Tetris came out.
Exactly.
Well, I played Tetris when I was a kid when it came out. But the thing, I mean, as a game, it really doesn't look all that appealing. The mechanics is timeless, and I think everybody loves it. But the UI is a bit shit. I think a lot of the making Tetris come back again is a Trey making it visually appealing with Trey Vision, making the competition aspect of it look so gorgeous, and then having for us to be lucky enough to have Joseph coming in and look, actually, young chap can do this too, and this definitely did not go unnoticed, obviously.
Oh no, yeah. Like, his performance in the 2018 CTWC basically caused a huge shift in the when it came to like not only the meta game but just the demographic. Like as I said before, we had the competitors, all competitors except Co-comm being less than 20 years old. And then we look at the top 8 of last year's CTWC. You have Joseph, Alan, who I'm not mistaken, was 17 at the time. Dark Lane Tetris was 12 at the time. And Pixel Andy and many more who are just like that young. And it's just incredible to see that shift.
Yeah. But it's great. I think it's really great that the game comes out. It's like, you know, I think both Tetris and the modern fighting games have had the same issue where they are very hard to control, and so there've been a lot of leniency in the new modern rules to you know, give you a bit of extra room on your input controls and things like that. Or with the modern Tetris, the lock delay is much larger. There is now the back system and things like that. And so while it definitely makes the game more approachable for more players, you lose the element of real hardness and grind to say, I've acquired a skill here. You know, it was worth my time. I'm one of the best because I grinded. There was no other way to get it done. Nobody can become is like, you know, I tried Tetris for the first time and scores a max out. It's just not possible. You know? So I think that this element of striving for excellence is what attracted people back into the game. And I say, well done. And I'm really happy to see so many young people playing it now.
Yeah, just a breath of fresh air every time we see the youngsters come in. And we're not even done yet. There's just so many more people saying like, hey, it's my turn to try and show what I can do. And they really do deliver more often than not.
Yes. It could have been the case where, you know, somehow they become as good as the old guard, and then the level kind of plateaus a bit. I remember, I bought the book called Secret of the Classic Tetris Masters, right? And it's like, okay, you know, if you play really well, you can expect to max out because it's definitely within the parameters of the game. Then you can, if you're really good, you get 1.1, maybe 1.2, and it's like, or maybe if you're like Jonas, you get 1.3. But you know, they made it sound in writing like, okay, this is like the superhuman feat, like very few people could do it. But turns out that it's not true at all. It's like people are breaking this record by leaps and bounds now. 1.6 just last week or 2 weeks ago. It's nobody would have thought this possible just when that book was published, or even in the 2019 CTWC.
Looked like a Game Scout actually did an analysis on like the Tetris like tips of old compared to now, and it's like it's quite true. Like now all of a sudden we're seeing the meta shift and like the strategy shift as well, and it's kind of interesting to see that kind of change in the style of play that we're now looking at.
But I think what's interesting is having new style of play is by itself a consequence of having younger players who are experimenting with stuff. I think the old guards were very happy to, you know, play with DAS and getting the maximum possible with DAS, and you know, we're kind of happy around here. And then the skill that they were competing on is, you know, how good can you consistently stack over X number of games, and they were happy to have the competition at that level. Now this kind of competition is broken because with rolling, I mean, basically blow DAS out of the water.
Yeah, it does. It's ridiculous. So that's not to say that it's completely dead. We are still seeing like DAS being implemented from time to time and showing that, and people proving that it's still not like a thing where it's like, oh, you can't use it anymore, it's completely useless. We're still seeing people saying like, hey, DAS can still be good if you play it well.
I think everybody acknowledges that. I agree. But if you're looking at the top of the best, the cream of the crop of Tetris player, and you enter a competition where the only thing that matters is scores and how far you can go, I think on average, the best DAS player and best tapper, best roller, the score is just, there is a few 100K differences that are always there. So it just makes it difficult. I was reading some conversation some weeks ago of someone saying maybe we need to have competition as DAS only competition. So I mean, it feels a little bit contrived to some extent, but maybe it would work if to bring back an aspect of competition. Look, here we only care about amazing stacking consistently for an entire game and see how far you go. But everybody know you're not going to be getting 1.6. It's not possible.
I mean, okay, that's not a bad idea, but I would say it's going to take a lot more years to come before we have to get to that point, because as of now, I would say rolling is still not at its high point yet. There's still a lot to be learned with the rolling method, and I bet you anything, in a few more years' time, we might see a new person come up to the task and all of a sudden change the world of rolling, basically. And then all of a sudden, that will be when people will realize, okay, we need to start making like some new stuff, new rules or something, so to speak, just so that we can separate the two groups, because otherwise it would just be unfair.
Yeah, possible. I still argue that we've probably almost reached that point already. Like I said, it's like I have in my head there is zero chance that the winner of CTWC 2021 will be a Dasser, for example. You know, I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong, but I think it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, who are the remaining Dassers that we know of? Probably Batfoy, but we know he was in Silver tournament at the time. Who else, honestly? Like, this is probably a good indicator that there have not been many Dassers anymore recently.
So I catch, by pure chance, I caught the qualifier of someone called Heps XD.
Ah, yeah, I know him.
I think he was dancing. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
true.
I think he got like two max outs, right? So that's a very good performance right there.
Yeah, he did. How did I forget that? Sorry, Haps. I completely forgot. Don't kill me.
Why would he kill you? I didn't even know him, so you know he would kill me first. I just saw in the qualifier schedule that Green Tea is participating, and Green Tea was, as far as I know, still a DAS player, unless he changed his style. And one of the very best, too.
Well, nice to see him back, though, because remember last year he wasn't able to attend for some weird reason.
Bah, he was making money building Tetris Effect, hello?
Oh, yeah, true.
Now he's made his money.
Now he's made his money. He's such a fun guy to be in. Let's all agree he's a fun guy to be with.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the other names now, trying to see if I recognize people that might be DAS player. Is Josh playing? Josh Torres?
Josh Torres? I feel so he would be.
Josh Torres! Josh Torres is participating. He's another DASer. Also amazing guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. Consistent top 8 performances on his return. Come on.
Yeah.
He even drew like Dan QZ to the wall to make him win. But let's not forget that.
But just like Corian, I think he's starting to be a little old as well. I wonder, is he older than me or about my age?
I don't know that one.
His age. Josh Torres. Maybe we can find him on LinkedIn or something.
What would be on his resume? Just like top 8 or something like that. Not to insult Josh Torres. Josh Torres is a fantastic person. Oh, yeah. Here are the fastest speeds. There they are.
Ah, there is such a thing. It's not bad, but it's not that fast, is it? You need to play Super Tetris 3 level S9. Now you will know real speed.
I am speed. Oh boy.
Left well too. Hey, what happened?
Nah, I went too high.
I still had time.
In the words of the game scout, I flew too close to the sun.
I see.
I don't know. We'll see what happens this year. If it really becomes to the point that we're realizing that Dash players have the hugest disadvantage, unless we're seeing a huge shift in their game playstyle, considering that rolling doesn't need too much effort, I don't think we're gonna see them much around CTWC until we make a different bracket for them, I would say. Not that I would appreciate a different bracket, because that'd be kind of sad to see that, but it might end up being necessary soon enough in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just loaded the City 2021 rules, so I can see the top 64 schedule for gold bracket. Okay, let me see this. I don't even see something mentioned for silver. No, silver tournament. Okay, I see. Silver tournament for seed 65 to 96. I don't see a third bracket, you know?
There was an announcement of it during the first qualifying. I think when Nanu was still competing, there were only 2 people on screen, and they actually showed it.
I see. It looks like they may have removed it. Because I'm on the official rules page for 2021 right now.
Weird. Maybe I was mistaken, or maybe information. I don't know.
The 65 to 96 with so a 32 player silver bracket is the same format they had last year. Yeah. I mean, as it is, the tournament, it lasts very, very long, right? So the way they have it here is the top 64 schedule is split over 2 weeks. So it's 2 consecutive days per week. And then you will have the top 8 is going to be held on November 14th. Bracket looks really good though. The graphic for the bracket is quite amazing. They've done a good job.
They put in all the effort to make sure that this looks professional, and I don't blame them. Right now, we're in an era where we're seeing the best of the best compete. This has to be the all-star tournament at this point.
Yep. Alright, where's the bar?
It's probably not gonna work.
Right.
Oh, especially if I can do that.
Ooh. That's okay. It works out pretty well. Ooh.
I thought I could work it. I thought I could do it. But that was my first attempt at trying to get 20 lines. Now on to competitive winners. Like we have Harry Hong, we had Joseph Saley, we have Jonas Neubauer, and of course Doc playing Tetris. Who's next to take the mantle?
I don't know.
Like this might be the hardest decision.
Yes, I think it is so hard to tell that I would not even gamble anything.
Like this might be this might be a harder bracket to decide on since like March Madness, but worse than March Madness, I should say.
Yeah. So before Hydron Dude / Jones broke all the records over the past few months, in my head is like, okay, so CTWC is gonna be a walkover for Cheese. He's just gonna win everything, but I don't think it's going to happen like this.
You don't think Cheese gonna take it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Hydrant has really proven that he's really a force to be reckoned with. So he's probably favorite right now. I'm not sure. Hey, you know what? Okay. So this is another thing I don't follow in the modern classic Tetris competitions are the ELO ranking, because we could check that. I wonder who's top of ELO right now. I don't even know where to look for this. Shit, I'm gonna do a Google search. Classic Tetris ELO.
Oh, come on, really?
Okay, so I don't know whether this list is accurate. I just ended up on... Oh no, it's definitely not accurate. Oh no, maybe. Updated August 16, 2021.
Oh,
At
there
the
you go.
time, so this is a month ago, the top Elo player is called Alex Thatch. Then below him is Quick Landy and then Doug. And Nenu is only ranked number 9 in this Elo sheet.
I wonder who took so much. I wonder who took so many of his points.
Yeah, I don't know. And Hydrant Build is only 18. Wait,
Yeah,
actually, I don't even see Cheese. Where is Cheese? Cheese is 39. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not trusting this data at all. I
mean,
this can only tell us so much.
I remember that. I think it was. Oh, who was it? I think it was VV. Had a 0.6% chance, according to Elo, to make it to the finals of the CTM. I think it was June, and he still managed to make it all the way there. So all we know is that stats can be very inaccurate.
Yeah, I think the predictive power of Elo is so, right? So, which is I think I like it better this way anyway. Having something that tells you in advance who's gonna win would just not be fun.
That's true. Let's try this.
Alright, let's go. Okay, this is a very clean board to do this. Let's go. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, come on, faster. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh.
Well, I actually have the right idea, which is good. Also, this is one of my favorite tunes, by the way, this game.
Perfectris is not as high as you can make it. You're trying to get better than Perfectris.
20 is Impossible Tris, and then 22 is the fabled Kirby Tris, in honor of Kirby 703.
I see.
One of the masters of this game. And a good friend of mine as well.
Wait, so far, Perfectris seems to be very well within your reach. You've had I don't know how many since the whole game started.
Yeah.
But the Impossible Tris, you haven't done it yet?
No, I've been trying that honestly the entire this entire time.
I see. Well, it would be awesome if you could pull one on stream right now.
Oh, that would be so cool. I like this. I think this is actually where it might go up to like 12, I would say, into the speed. I'm gonna predict that. Like right here, by the way, in expert mode, the speed goes up from 10 to 16 to 20.
Oh, okay.
So it gets very intense in this one. Yeah, 12, I was correct. It's like I saw I played this game before. Oh, wait.
Well, this is still well within what you can manage. So, in fact, because you press down so often, it doesn't look like it's just that much faster.
Yeah, remember, I do play I do press down a lot when I play Tetris, whether it be this version or NES Tetris. So honestly, the fastest speed is kind of second nature to me.
I see.
All right, 2 areas left, I would say. I mean, if I were to make a bold prediction, I would say... If I were to make a bold prediction...
Yes? We're all waiting?
I'm going to say that the winner of CTWC 2021 is...
Rolls.
Man, this is actually a little bit harder than I was expecting it to be. Oh boy. I kind of regret saying that. Okay, I think I have a decision. CTWC 2021 champion will be Joseph Saley for the third time.
Really?
I feel like he has a lot to prove that he after his loss towards oh, who was it, Alex Thatch. I feel like that chip on his shoulder is going to motivate him to be the champion once again. He's still young. He still has a lot to show.
Yeah, I did think last year he took it a little bit too easy. I don't think he was trying his damn hardest. So maybe he will want to correct that this year. But his competition is really tough. Even if he's trying his hardest, I don't know whether he can make it.
I mean, for me, I feel so that motivation after his loss is going to give him that drive to win it all. I want to say that's my bold prediction.
All right.
And now that I made mine, you have to make yours.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the new beasts, and I will still think that I'm gonna vote Hydrant, dude. Yeah.
Understandable, or
Yeah, with he's having the highest record right now. It's like, okay, and not only does he have the record, but he achieved that in competition. Because I know it's always different, right? When you're in competition, the stress kind of gets to you a little bit, and so your comp PB will be a bit lower. But his PB is his comp PB. Like, shit, man. So yeah, I think he can take the stress. And he's going to I'll put my money on him. Let's go.
well, there's our predictions.
All right,
quote this video if we get it correct.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, as you can probably tell, this year's gonna be insane to see what happens next, because we don't know with how competitive this year is probably gonna be, who is gonna take it all home.
Yeah.
Remember that the one fact you have to remember is that they are competing in their own homes.
Yes.
So is the lack of an environment shift going to be an advantage for some and a disadvantage for others?
Maybe. I mean, typically people are used to play at their home, so unless they do what I did, which is that you get stressed because you haven't been you're just stressed that people are watching you. But I think most of the players these days, they have been in competition many times before. CTM gets a lot of viewers, so they are used to it already.
That's very true. I remember David like saying how he was so nervous when Joseph came up to bat in 2019 because he knew that his gameplay is going to be shown on the video. It was quite funny to hear him say that.
Sorry, hang on. Sorry? Yes, my baby, I do that. And my wife is telling me it's almost time to sleep.
Don't worry, we're almost done.
Finish the game.
We're almost done. Ah. One thing that I'm gonna miss though while we wait for this pandemic to end is like just the environment. Because I think that during the 10th ever CTWC like 2019, we saw like cheering, we saw like just incredible reactions everywhere. Especially on the year of upsets. It's just gonna be something that I will definitely miss from CTWC as we wait for this pandemic to end.
I mean, obviously we are making do with what we can.
Yeah.
And so it's best to still have it online. But I look forward to get the competition offline again. And I'm thinking there might be some new rules even for the future competition. Right? It's possible. The way I imagine this, completely speculating here. I have no insider info, but I think doing the qualifier online has made things easy a lot for a lot of people. First of all, you have competitors from more places, and secondly, it gives a lot more time for everyone to do this, as opposed to having to queue to get an NES and try to make a game. Like if you had 200 people in a live event over, like, I don't know, 16 NES console, like everyone could pull just 2-3 games. It's just not gonna be enough. So I'm wondering whether even when the event is live again, people would do their qualifier online, and then they would show up to do the main events in person.
So like a online qualifying, but a live tournament.
Yeah.
Yo, that would actually
don't know.
that would actually be so cool to see, honestly.
Yeah, it seems to make sense to me, but I don't know what the organizer would be doing, but I thought they would be good.
That'd be interesting to see if they actually do that, and I feel like that might be the best way to go about it. Like qualifying around September, and then October, get everyone flown to Portland, and then from then on, it's just may the best man win.
Yeah,
that might be the best way, honestly, in my opinion. Now that you say that.
And you still have the crowd, you still have the cheers, everything is there. The live feel of it would be there. But yeah, without having the pressure of I mean, I've never gone to the live event, right? But I can imagine that if you have to queue for hours just to play your qualifying game, it cannot be that pleasant, right?
Yeah.
The speed has increased again.
Plus I can tell, like, maybe like you will get a bit rusty if you're gonna wait in the line if you queued up for an extra session. So it will be nice for people to like have more freedom and less like pressure on themselves to qualify now that we are ensuring that they can do it at home. It's like, yeah, okay, qualify when? Okay, I'll qualify this time, it's best for me. And then they'll just qualify in comfort. Don't have to worry about oh boy, they don't have to worry about qualifying in the awkward timing, basically. And it's gonna be quite cool if they could do that.
Did you get it?
No, 19.
Oh, damn it, so close.
Again, I may have the best method, but I'm just trying my best.
Yeah, because the number of competitors keeps increasing, especially in the US, there are more and more people. Many of the international competitors cannot go to the US, right? They are still kids, so it's not like they can just happily take a plane ticket and go for a week off. But even in the US alone, there are more and more people playing this game. So if they don't go for online qualification, they must find a way to have a lot more NES to play on at the live event. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, I feel so. That might be the best approach.
To some extent, I think this is pretty much what you do with real sports anyway, right? It's like for the Olympics, for example, you don't just show up, right? You do your qual in your country, and then you are already the best athlete in your country before you are sent to the Olympics, right? So I think it's like Tetris is reaching that level, basically.
That's an interesting way to view it. I actually didn't think of that. Huh. Take notes, guys. Take notes. Like any.
I'm making this up as I go. It could be all rubbish.
No, it's kind of a smart way to view it, honestly. Like, remember that it's technically an e-sport, Tetris. So viewing it as a sport and organizing it as a sport is kind of like a very good way of like approaching it. And I feel like it might be the best way to approach it, honestly.
All right, let's go.
I think I messed it up already. Shoot.
You still have time. Okay.
Nope.
Ah, damn it!
So close. But yeah, honestly, that would be the best way to view it. View Tetris as an actual sport and organize it as what you would do with an actual Olympic sport, something like that. It's not the worst thing to think of, honestly.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Like,
that perspective. That's actually quite innovative / intuitive.
The thing is it's a bit funny because because I don't participate in any competition. I actually don't talk to anyone. So you inviting me here is a little bit of like, you know, getting my thought organized a little bit. But really, it is not official by any means. Like I said, I haven't heard anyone say these things. It just kind of makes sense to me. So I figured I can't be the only one thinking that. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Like, who knows what will happen this year? Let alone the years to come for NES Tetris. Like, I can't believe we're saying this with NES Tetris, which is a game that's 37 years old. We're just getting started.
Yes, dude, we'd better be out of COVID for next year version. Screw COVID. I can't take this anymore.
I mean, I'm fine over here, but I know many others will like it gone at this point, and I don't blame them for saying that at this point. Let's hope for a better year, better years to come, man.
Oh yeah. Where is the level actually displayed on the... Wait, was it the last game?
No,
already?
it's just the number of lines. It's just the number of lines that's the level indicator. Nothing else.
I see.
It's not gonna happen here because of the way I set it up. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
But... oh boy,
Oh no.
yeah, a little bit awkward, but we'll see what I can do with this. Yeah, not enough. Oh well. One more time, you'll see Yobi's face lit up.
Yeah, it's completely white right now.
Whew. Oh well. That's it.
Nice.
And that's every single journey mode completed.
Well done, well done. That was awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for having me here.
Pleasure
really
having
good to see you play like this and chat.
Pleasure having you here, honestly. It's been a joy talking to you about any Tetris itself. This was a fun time, honestly. I really enjoyed talking to you about the NES Tetris.
Yeah, same. It was great to see you play and chat. But it is very late in Singapore now, so I think we have to say bye-bye.
Yeah. See you later, Yobi. Again, it's been a pleasure.
Yes. See ya, Joe.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye. Alright, and with that, that is every single journey mode completed in Tetris Effect Connected. Oh, honestly, I've really enjoyed the experience, and man, honestly, even though this is the last end of it, the 100% of journey mode, I'm going to be playing this for days to come. Honestly, I really enjoy this kind of thing, and I'm going to see if I can grind for that Impossible Tetris, or if I get lucky, the Kirby Tetris. That might be my next plan. From here on out, I will mostly be showcasing now and then the extra effects modes, because there's still a lot of stuff I yet to show. There's still ranked mode I want to showcase. There's connected mode. Me, Excellence, and Yosh still are planned to like do the what was it? do the connected mode and see if we can get to the final 2 bosses. And yeah, that's pretty much the plans for this playthrough. Really just a game that I really enjoy a lot, and with just a game I enjoy a lot. Anyways, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Shouts again to Yobi9 for joining me throughout the last 2 episodes. It's been a pleasure talking to him about Classic Tetris Singapore and Classic Tetris World Championships. Do note, as the time of recording this, the CTWC qualifying is going on right now. The tournament itself will start, if I check my stuff correctly. Hang on, I'm gonna make sure that my information is correct. Otherwise, I think CTWC channel is gonna kill me. The tournament will start on... qualifying has already begun and will end on the 3rd October. From the 9th October to the 17th October will be the bracket staging for the gold tournament, which is of course the main tournament, and then of course the main event, the top 8 of the CTWC of 2021 will begin on the November 14th. Stay tuned to that channel, follow the channel to get informed on the latest on when they will host the CTWC of 2021. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Classic Tetris Connected. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content up here, and ring that bell to notify any time I upload previous uploads up here. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. But remember, the adrenaline rush is real. This is Liapinov121 signing out, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace.